Well, it's a very different scene in Washington 4 years on from the inauguration of the first African-American president. So what can we expect in this second term, and will the economic turmoil prove to be an insurmountable burden? Brendon O'Connor is from the United States Studies Centre at the University of Sydney.
Well, the economy is still a real problem in the United States. It's not going particularly well. Unemployment is still nearly 8%. So this will be Obama's big challenge in this first year of his second term. He'll want to see the economy grow this year. He'll want to see unemployment numbers come down. So that will be his central focus. And then there'll be a range of other things like immigration and gun reform, which he'll also attempt to tackle.
Gun reform is obviously a major issue. We have seen a number of shootings there recently. How difficult will it be for the president to enact any meaningful reform there?
Significantly difficult. He needs to get support in the US Congress, particularly in the House of Representatives, where the Republicans are the majority party. The Republicans are not going to come along easily on this. Even some Southern Democrats won't come along easily on this. So it'll be tough. He'll try to win the argument in the court of public opinion, make the public sort of rally around his cause, which I think the majority does support, and try to therefore put pressure on congresspersons by saying, look, you're going to be going against strong public will on this issue.
But given we're looking at a very hostile environment in Congress, is that creating an environment for essentially a lame duck president?
I don't think so. I think Obama has a bit of the running with Congress at the moment. I mean, the Republicans in the House of Representatives in some ways are playing catch up with Obama. Obama's got the momentum. He's doing pretty well with this debt ceiling debate recently. So I think he's got a moment of opportunity. It might only last for a month or so with his second term starting, but it is definitely better than it's been for him regarding the Congress for, I'd say, the last 2 years.
But just briefly, can you take us back to 4 years ago? Because clearly it's a very different mood in Washington.
Indeed. I mean, there was a great deal of optimism. Obama coming in, promising to be a different type of politician. He's probably more status quo than many people might have imagined. He was seen as someone who could change the nature of Washington politics. That really hasn't been the case. But he's a lot more experienced now, and I think that's to his great advantage. And this is why there's maybe some room for optimism about the second term, that he is a much more seasoned politician. He's had executive experience, and this will stand him in good stead.
Brendon O'Connor, thank you.
My pleasure.